Mika's bigger point, and we'll talk about Marco, all people want to talk about. The bigger point, Mika, is with Bill Clinton going out there. Well, good. You need to explain on the air what you said off the air.
I want to know what Hillary Clinton needs to do Saturday to try and put this behind her, because what just screams out to me, but of course we're in the industry of analyzing, of covering this. I got it. Of looking for the questions and asking them. And the questions scream out at me. What in the world happened with the foundation and these ulterior motives and this money and the email server? I'm sorry. Those scream out at me. So when I look forward to Saturday, I want to hear it, but I don't understand how Bill Clinton can get on stage and say maybe some people had ulterior motives, and we're just going to be like, okay, let's cover Marco Rubio's driveway.
Sure.
We're not.
Well, you're actually.
And
it's not happening in isolation.
Also, for Bill Clinton to say Hillary was busy, she doesn't keep lists, when you could read 1,000 stories about Hillary didn't know what was going on. The Clintons keep lists. There have been one story after another story about somebody who slighted them 14 years ago that are still on a list.
I think the problem here, even for the biggest Clinton defenders, is that it goes back to the emails, which is, even if they're totally innocent, the fact that they erased their server doesn't allow you to provide that innocence. And so it seems pretty obvious to me that the strategy here is to have Bill Clinton just deal with the messy stuff. Just put him out there. You talk about the foundation. Hillary won't take those questions as much as she can't. And then we'll do this.
So is it better?
I just don't know if
better for him to fumble over it
than to have her answer.
Than to have her fumble over it.
If you're under the belief that there's no good way to handle these questions, that you're going to fumble, regardless of who is doing the answering, then let him do it.
Is he a trial balloon, a giant trial balloon? We'll go out and have the guy who's better at this than anybody else doing it, and we'll see what sticks and what doesn't stick. And what Mika's going to get angry about.
That wouldn't be the worst idea, would it?
No, I'm not.
It wouldn't be a bad idea.
Is he really the best at it anymore? I mean, we've seen him flub a few significant
questions. But this is such a horrible... There's no good answer. That's why Hillary has been on lockdown and in bubble wrap for the past 3 months.
But wouldn't you say, if there's no good answer, or if the good answer has been, scrubbed, and it would have been fine to show all those emails, and it's unfortunate for them. I don't know. I don't know. Wouldn't you say, get it over with? Get out there, answer the questions, let them come, get bruised up.
But I think that's what they're doing now,
really?
As much as they can, with just Bill Clinton answering the question.
I think we've talked through this and kind of figured out there is no good answer. They're putting Bill Clinton out because he's better at it than anybody else. And it's even tough for Bill Clinton to talk through it. I guess my
question is for our viewers. Like, why is it okay that while Hillary Clinton was Secretary of State, there were all these trades going on and ulterior motives, and even TV news personalities, giving money?
I think it's a real problem for the Clinton campaign.
Maybe not.
That she is unable. I'm just saying in the long run that she's unable to do what Bush does, which is stand in front of microphones, answer 200 questions,
and exhaust it.
If she stands up there. See, Hillary Clinton, she's not as good at this as her husband, says most people. She's there in front of a microphone, and the first person says, your husband got $550,000 for making a 45-minute speech in front of X at the same time that they were in the State Department, and you were doing Y. Is that proper? And then she fumbles through that. And then somebody asks the next question. I don't know that there's ever going to be a good time for her to stand in front of microphones and answer those questions.
And